to the Ferrari for my first Porsche, or to the lifted G-Wagon. I think the Rolls Royce, man. It's
Yeah?
just, his ride is unbelievable.
Yeah? That's your
Just,
are these your dream cars? Like when you were growing
they
up?
are all my dream cars.
These niggas hating, they never gonna stop me. I get you mad cause
Not getting me copyrighted. This is from a YouTube channel called Dank City. I didn't get a chance to see the other stuff they did with Andy Ruiz prior to this, but you know, he's got a nice estate there. He's got these vehicles, man. I don't want to see him in his next fight fighting, you know, no fucking cans, to be honest with you. You know, but anyway, you know, let's listen in a little bit. And I'm going to put the link in the description box for the full video for those who didn't see it.
So you got the drip?
Yeah.
Looking good? Looking good?
The hard work. The house that I just purchased, you know, because I get to style it however I want it and make it like a little wonderland for the kids. And of course, I'm going to have different houses, but I want this to be special.
Andy, is
Cool.
this the new profession of modeling? Is this what we're getting into?
And well, I think it's kind of dope.
I cannot tell if you love me
Wasn't the part I was looking for. Anyway, if you don't know, if you haven't heard, he split with his longtime trainer, right? No, he didn't train. How long was he with Manny Robles?
Motivation moving forward.
I'm going to use it as motivation, you know, because, you know, a lot of things happened through that camp. You know, I wasn't really focused. I wasn't in the gym how I should have, you know, but, you know, of course it gives me the motivation to come back stronger and fitter, and for sure I'm going to win when we negotiate the third fight.
Life's been good?
He let a lot of people down with that. I don't see a third fight coming anytime soon. Like, if a third fight was to come, it would be on some, like, 2022, 2023 type shit. You know, did you know that he weighed in at the highest he weighed in over a decade since his first two fights? So, his first two fights, he weighed in at 297 and 292. Then, you know, he had cut 40 pounds. You know, 40 plus pounds, went down to 250. And for the biggest fight of his career, the second biggest fight of his career, but if he would have won, this was the biggest fight in Saudi Arabia. If he would have won, he would have solidified himself as the king of the heavyweight division and took the belt over to PBC, and he comes in at 283 pounds. Yeah, he had the sweatpants on. Yeah, he had the sombrero. But fuck that. He still came in super extra. Like, bro. And then had the nerve to admit to us that, like, yeah, he didn't train. He didn't take, like, he was out buying a estate and buying the cars. Can you imagine the people who gamble? Like, how they feel? Who put money down and him to do that shit? You know? And then, you know, people putting up pictures to myself. Oh, he looks smaller. No, we just got used to him looking like that. We just got used to him like looking like this. We see him all the time, us boxing fans, so we got used to it. And I don't like this trend of boxers. We don't know the inside shit. All right, I'm just saying, you know, it just seems a little bit of a sinister trend going on where you'll have boxers get huge paydays and cut they motherfucking longtime trainers and shit. Danny Jacobs. Boxing is crazy, but whatever the case may be, I want to see Andy Ruiz back, but against who? You know, I would love to see him against Dylan White, but come on, you know how the PBC Al Heyman thing work. You think you're going to be fighting a fucking tough fight when you get back? No, and that's boxing in general, though. That's boxing in general. I'm not saying it's just a PBC thing, but it's boxing in general. You know, he's not going to come back and fight a Luis Ortiz or Adam Kornacki or some shit like that. You know, or motherfucking Dylan White. He gonna come back and fight somebody like a fucking Gerald Watt. Whoever win, I'll put my money on whoever win against fucking Charles Martin and Gerald Washington on a Wilder Fury undercard. I wouldn't be surprised if they get Andy Ruiz. It ain't gonna be Kornacki because they're gonna try to build that shit up and be like, yo, this gotta be pay-per-view, Polish versus Mexican. You know how I like to over marinate shit? I'm not trying to hear it, bro. You know, and now with the heavyweight division as on fire as it is, you know, like even with Wilder and Fury, they're both locked up for the rest of the year. They got 2 fights. So he's in the back of the line. Like, I mean, yes, he's above Luis Ortiz in this unofficial heavyweight tournament we got going on. Things got sidetracked a little bit when Joshua lost to Ruiz. But you got Luis Ortiz, who's been eliminated. Remember back when even Shannon Briggs was in the mix? He eliminated himself from a failed test. Dylan White, he almost got eliminated, but he got his shit pushed back because of his failed test. You know, who else? Fucking Povetkin had got his shot. He was almost out. He had Wilder. And then, you know, he had a failed test. And then he got a shot against Joshua, was too overzealous, got his ass knocked out. And somehow he's down there on a level with Luis Ortiz. Like, he not too far off. Alexander Povetkin always got like a spot up there. Kwiatkowski is right there with those guys too. Even though he's undefeated, he's in that same pool of those guys of a Povetkin, Michael Hunter, Adam Kwiatkowski, you know, those guys. You know, and he's trying to break through that and get above them. But, you know, with guys like fighting guys like Robert Helenius, it's like, bro. And then you got those other guys that are coming up that are right there that are trying to, you know, like breaking the door. Daniel Dubois, who's linked to be fighting Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce, who's linked to be fighting Hergovitz. And actually, he's more linked to fighting Daniel Dubois. The Hergovitz fight was just ordered by the European British Boxing Board of Control or some shit. So, but it's crazy. You got Derek Chisora, who's still in the mix. You know, but that's my little breakdown of the heavyweight division. Pulev is up there because of that highly coveted IBF. That's what they say. IBF mandatory. You know, that's a power move right there. That's Anthony Joshua's, you know, it's pretty much, they're in negotiations. Purse bid got extended until, I think, next week or so for them to get the deal done. But anyway, I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live with FightView360.com. Please subscribe.
I should have, you know, but, you know, of course, it gives me the motivation to come back stronger and fitter, and for sure I'm going to win when we negotiate the 3rd fight.